We're counting you down to baseball this afternoon on the MLB pregame show, and as we pitch, let's jump into today's Topps Player Spotlight. Danny Freeman just had his contract purchased, and he'll make his Major League debut as he's scheduled to be in the starting lineup in this one. Heidi Watney has more on this special moment. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Get ready for Giants baseball next.
Nah, get ready for Rockies baseball. The fuck?
Derek Rodriguez, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to...
Let's go, little man.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Shot toward right center.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the run will score as the Rockies stake themselves to an early 1-0 lead. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first Major League RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
I will never forget this. It took me this long.
Striding in for the Rockies, David Dahl, and the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. Runner's on his way to third. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. Now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rockies 1 and the Giants coming up. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Danny Freeman. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hard hit ball to second.
Yeah.
Sanchez is up with it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. In now for Colorado, Danny Freeman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to the right side. Belt has it, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Danny Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Now batting, Danny Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, Were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about it on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to, even though it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run.
2 for 5 in my Major League debut.
A rookie major leaguer gets a small taste of the national media spotlight. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team.
I just
Their
got
manager
called
lets
a
them
killer
know it.
tits. Ooh, all right. Yeah, I'm still hitting better than Machado. Manny Machado, that's what it meant to say.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Dinelson Lamet will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.0?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. And now for San Diego, Josh Naylor. And the Padres trying to make this first inning even better here. On to the left side. Reined in. Hernandez at second. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Coming to the plate now, Danny Freeman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Back goes Grisham to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Into the box now, Danny Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Get out.
Grisham at the track. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly.
Get dirty.
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. So a big moment here and standing in Danny Freeman, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. Now it's cut off, a throw to the plate, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Roll, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did. 4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
Afternoon baseball here on. Standing in, Danny Freeman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
Hits this one hard the other way. Scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning.
Oh my God.
Danny Freeman. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. He'll whip this one to first in time. Digging in now, Will Myers.
The right fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Down the third baseline. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Austin Hedges will be the next to hit. The third baseline. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Danny Freeman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And now this is bobbled in left. Throw to second, but he's in there, as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, that doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Digging in once again, Trevor Story, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is lifted out to left.
Get halfway.
Pham is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. The tag at third, and they got next to the plate for the Padres, Ray Torres. The ground to third. He's right there.
Are you kidding me?
The throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off. Ready for another shot now. Danny Freeman. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. Oh, beautiful dive. Hands off to that one. Into the box now, Austin Hedges. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. At the plate, Danny Freeman. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Freeman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To short.
Fuck.
On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th. Stepping in, Danny Freeman. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Belted high and deep into right center. Myers looking up. See you later. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Nat. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Josh Naylor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. To the left side. Throw to first here will be in time for the final out, and the Rockies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Rockies wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Scott Oberg earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Juan Nicasio records the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies: 7 runs on 16 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base.
MLB The Show. Stepping up now, Danny Freeman, and the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Hey, let her rip one time.
This is on the ground over to first. Hosmer has it, and he's out on the tag. But a run is in to score away from the play.
And here with the infield.
They didn't tag me, by the way.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Weir.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Stepping into the box, Danny Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that one is gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Striding in, Danny Freeman. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in to try it again, Will Myers. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Things not looking very far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to...
All set for the start of the inning. Now to the plate, Danny Freeman. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Adios, pelota. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game.
That's why you got to pay attention in the on-deck circle. He was calibrating his heater right there, checking out the off-speed stuff, and he didn't wait around. First time he's seeing him, didn't.
Striding in once again, Danny Freeman. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Throw on to first for the out, and that.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Rockies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. James Pazos earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Juan Nicasio closes the door for the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game this Saturday.
A newcomer to the big leagues is interviewed about a milestone moment in his young career.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. It's Rockies baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. John Gray, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
He sucks.
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a...
Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone.
Ooh. 480. Damn.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Rocks are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
Man, you could tell by the sound of that one off the bat, that was going a long way.
So stepping in, Danny Freeman. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on.
Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, and the Rocks have made this a 3-2 game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
With 2 home runs against Kyle Hendricks.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Time now for the Rockies Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 players making some noise in the upper minors.
Now batting, third base.
To the plate now, Danny Freeman as he rips it on the ground to
3
second.
for 3 against
That's
Kyle
through
Hendricks.
a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5. The tag gets one. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. To keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Throw will not be in time, so good hustle there is now the... So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Danny Freeman. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The
We
Rockies
got
took the lead in the
tacos.
4th and held on until the end. John Gray wins his 3rd of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Tanner Roark gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here. Well, we've mentioned the...
Now at the plate, Danny Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Danny.
High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
Also laid
So
on
it's
a
back to the
curveball.
top of the order now. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Popped up. Freeman is there. 2 down. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. His career line against Roark up until this point. He's got 5 base hits in 27 bats. He also has 1 home run. Hernandez at second. On to first, and they get them both. Ready once again, Danny Freeman. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that one is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's given the Rockies a 3-1 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Ready to take his hacks again, Danny Freeman, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. From the belt, the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Drop in right here. Here you go.
This one is crushed.
Boom.
Back, and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd of the game, as they open it up to 6-2 now.
1 more run till tacos.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up. Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finish the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Colorado Rockies crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Tanner Roark earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Juan Nicasio wraps it up for the save, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 7 runs on 10 hits, 1 error.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Atlanta Braves and the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies look for their 7th straight victory next. Jeff Hoffman gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, another guy with a big arm, Jeff Hoffman. Big 3-pitch mix. Good fastball, 93 to 95 miles. Good power curveball. It's not a true curveball. I'd say it's more of a slurve, and his changeup has gotten a lot better. Good 3-pitch mix, and he'll throw all 3 pitches at any time.
Settling in now, Danny Freeman. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped toward the second baseman. Dozier fields it cleanly. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side. Ready now, Danny Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Camargo waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and up next the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. Line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Freeman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. And that ends the inning. So striding in, Danny Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling good.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Throw comes into 3rd now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. And they're runners at the corners now. Prior to the 3-2, we'll look to first. And late reactions, and they got him. The next to bat for Atlanta, Yasiel Puig. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run. Hit softly on the ground to 3rd. Story brings it in. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score.
Left 8 runners on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Atlanta Braves and the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. German Marquez is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Danny Freeman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard on the ground towards short. Camargo brings it in. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now. Stepping into the box, Danny Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Freeman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. See you later.
One more run till tacos.
So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 8th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing you could do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him.
Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Freeman.
Third baseman, Danny Freeman.
Here's the first pitch to him. This one is
tacos.
Back, and gone.
479. Mr. Strongman right there.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. His second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now at the plate, Danny Freeman.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Dozier.
Got him.
And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw striding into the box, Brian Dozier. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swing and a ground ball to third. He'll go to second for one, and it's by him into right field. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. 7-2, the final score this afternoon. Colorado jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Rockies, 7 runs.
Player is challenged to instantly.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Rockies find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Stepping in, David Dahl. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A man at second with one down, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Right side hit hard, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here,
So here's the cleanup hitter, Danny Freeman. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Bellinger brings it in.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box, David Dahl. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1, here's the pitch. Runners on the move for second, but little trouble handling this one down there at third. Is leading off the inning, A.J. Pollock, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The left fielder, A.J.
This one's down to third. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. Next for the Dodgers, Matt Beatty.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is popped up. Freeman is under it. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're down 2-1. So coming to the plate, Danny Freeman. He singled his last time up.
Freeman.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. See you later. Solo shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's given the Rockies a 3-1 lead.
Hey, kid, welcome home.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Next up for Los Angeles, Gavin Lux. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And strikes, he's able to get this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Go ahead, run to third.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Danny Freeman. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is Taylor.
Get out.
Boom goes the dynamite. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, and it's now 5-3. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Ready to take his hacks again, Danny Freeman, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch on its way.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us, big guy.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it.
Dig,
Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 Dodger error, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Rockies lead it 7-3.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them. So they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now. And they're making it look awfully easy, too.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Rockies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Tanner Roark earns win number 7 on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Rockies enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Julio Urias, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks. And
break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Leading off the inning, Corey Seager, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Ready for another chance? Danny Freeman. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Hit hard towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Now in the box, Trevor Story. Freeman leads off first with 1 away. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Weekly hit towards first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
We're back now for the Dodgers' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Case in point, they currently rank last in the league in team batting average and on-base percentage. On that note, one of the hitters told me, "I'd be lying if I told you it isn't frustrating for everyone. We're all really competitive guys in that clubhouse, so to be where we are is probably keeping some guys up at night." Sounds like a group...
The pitcher, Julio Urias, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed right here. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Hernandez at second, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Standing in, Danny Freeman. He singled his last time up.
Danny.
Here's the pitch.
Freeman.
Line toward the alley in left center. Again, a nice clean base hit, his third of the game. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for two. So two gone now for the Dodgers in the sixth. And striding to the plate will be Corey Seager.
Corey Seager.
This one's down to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. The tag, and he is out. One left for LA. They trail it 4-1. Danny Freeman will stand in. We'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. McHugh pauses and delivers.
Get your pitch on. Nice rip, big dog.
Base hit into right center. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Trevor Story steps in now. He went down on strikes last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Pollock is there. Let's see if they try it. And neither runner will be able to move up. And it's a wasted chance with one out in the inning now. Now at the plate, David Dahl. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
The catcher, James McCann.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit back up the middle. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. So standing in, Danny Freeman, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Swing and a drive.
I'd rather have a 2-home run game.
To get that one, you'll need a 50-foot ladder to make the catch. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. In now, A.J. Pollock. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
A.J. Pollock.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Weakly hit to third. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Well, I know you don't want to jinx it by talking about it, but this streak now, it's up to 11 games. When you're playing this well, you think the good times are going to last forever. But in baseball, trust me, this game has a way of humbling you. They should enjoy this ride, though, while it lasts.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. Colorado scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Brett Anderson earns his 8th victory of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 10 runs, 18 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Rockies enter today's matchup with an 11-game winning streak on the line. They'll try to notch their 12th straight. Next, David Price will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matty. David Price, former AL Cy Young Award winner. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Curveball and a slider. One of the things he does well, commands the strike zone, throws a lot of strikes.
At the plate, Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the. Digging in, Danny Freeman. He'd love to carry over some of the magic from last night. He was 5 for 5 in that ball game. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
A solo shot here to left. Number 14 on the season as the Rockies pull even now at 1 apiece.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Danny Freeman. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
All right, come on now, let it fly.
A bouncer up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. The 2-2 coming now from Price. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this.
So striding forward now, Danny Freeman. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here.
Hey, get a good one up there.
He's already homered and singled off of David Price.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Grounded to short. Reined in.
Come on, get here, get
Damn.
Sixth
Okay,
inning is
2 for 3.
progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
That's fine.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Leury Garcia. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The liner leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Now at the plate, Danny Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play.
Oh, he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field.
And that one is gone!
1 for 1 against Blake Triton.
So a 2-run shot to left center as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Ready to take his hacks again, Danny Freeman, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone.
It got stuck.
So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Dodgers, number 11, A.J.
Softly hit to the left side. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict when this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Colorado Rockies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Carlos Estevez wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies. 8 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Dodgers, 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.